So it's a list, and basically the peers need to do their research, but make the investment because it'll pay off in the long run.
Right.
Okay. If you had to do one thing over with your whole process, what would it be and why?
I don't think I would do anything over. I think that you learn from I don't feel like we made any missteps. I feel like we were always over prepared. Every time we went to a meeting, we had a deck, we had content that we could show. We had write-ups, we had metrics, we pretty much had everything. We had the following. I think that everything kind of aligned. And everything kind of led me up to this part. Like, I felt like I did do a lot of short films, and I felt like maybe that wasn't my, I could pretty much write anything, but I directed a lot of the short films, and I don't feel like I was passionate enough about doing a short film. Like, I'm more passionate about doing a feature or doing scripted content for like a show, like a 21-minute show or a 30-minute show.
Okay.
So I felt like those were my strong points, but doing the short films allowed me to meet people, and they allowed me to figure out like a writing style. Like, I knew what time a day that I was the best writer. I knew how long it took me to get things done. So I don't think I would have done anything over. I think that, you know what I mean, with time it builds character.
How often do you write?
Well, now I write maybe like 3 to 4 times a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a morning writer, so I either write on the train when I'm going into the city, or on the weekends I wake up like at 7 a.m. and I write.
Wow. Okay, so you don't need to be by yourself. You can have a bunch of strangers around.
Well, I don't tell people on the train. Yeah, so I'm locked in.
So you won 4 awards, correct? So what are these awards that you won? We
We won the HBO Award at Martha's Vineyard Black Film Festival.
Okay.
We won Black Web Fest, which is in New York City. That's another one. That's dope. They do a lot of digital content. We won in Nashville International Film Festival.
Okay.
And we won Glow Fest, which is out in LA.
Wow.
So it was fun just traveling, and you meet a tribe. Like, so every year it's like a group of people that travel to like every film festival.
Okay.
So I kind of like met a whole group of people that I still keep in contact throughout the film festival circuit.
So why do you feel that you successfully won 4 awards? What makes you different than someone else?
A lot of times when people are writing shows, they try to, especially in inner city shows, like whether it be New York, Chicago, Philly, they always try to showcase black people in like a overly successful life, I want to say, because I feel like in content we've been oppressed so long. But with Makeup and Breakup, we just try to focus on like the everyday person. So like, we rarely touch on what the people do for a living. It's mostly on their personal relationships and their friendships. Work becomes secondary because we wanted to focus on a lot of people in New York move to New York with jobs, or they move to New York hustling, trying to get a job. But once they sustain that job, they're not really struggling anymore. So it's kind of like, well, what's next? I'm 30 something years old. What is the next step? And that's kind of like what we wanted to focus the show on.
So what's next for you?
So I shot a pilot last year.
Okay.
So we're pitching that now, and I just wrote a pilot that we're trying to shoot in November, and then I wrote a pilot that someone else is directing. So just trying to get a linear show deal, which is television.
Nice. Okay, so you're a black man in this industry. Do you feel that you have more obstacles to go over versus someone else?
I think yes, of course, because you have less opportunity. But I do think that now for African Americans, it's a good time to break into the industry with the success of your Issa Rae's or your Ryan Coogler's. There's a lot of people out here who've paved the way for us to have different opportunities. You have so many different streaming services like Amazon and Netflix that need content as well as like television. For a long time after the success of shows like The Parkers and Moesha and like Living Single Martin, it kind of was dead for black content. And then even still, when we did have black content, it was maybe like one night where you had like The Game. So I think that now you're seeing more opportunity. But I still think that it's a fight for us to break into the industry, not just black men, but black people in general.
So who are some directors, writers that you look up to?
F. Gary Gray is my favorite. He did music videos back in the day. He produced Friday. He directed Friday, and then he ended up building such a resume that he went to do the Italian Job. He did Straight Outta Compton. His portfolio was crazy.
Right.
Of course, Spike Lee, John Singleton, Ava DuVernay. It's a long list of people that just paved the way, but Ryan Coogler, those kind of stand out.
Have you met any of them?
I met Spike Lee several times. I met John Singleton several times. I think I met Ava DuVernay once, but it was short in passing.
Right.
And I saw Ryan Coogler's short film prior to him, doing Fruitville Station. I saw him he premiered at ABFF early on in his career when he was just at USC.
Oh wow.
So I've been around most the people that I look up to, so that's definitely been a blessing.
So 10 years from now, where are you going to be at? What are you going to be doing?
10 years from now, I hope to be bi-coastal between New York and LA.
Okay.
I'm a showrunner on a show that I created. And hopefully that's the plan. And just continue to just create content.
Any final words of advice to anyone trying to get to where you are now?
Yeah, just dream, plan, execute. Start off with your dream or your concept, what you want to do. Nurture it. See it through. A lot of times people, just because they get one roadblock, they kind of give up on what they want to do. And those things are going to happen, and the best part is that you learn from them, so the next time when you get the opportunity or you try to do something, you know how to go about it the correct way. Right. So everything is kind of a lesson, but most importantly, just never give up.
Okay. Well, thank you again. I really appreciate you coming here, and I know a lot of people that I personally know when they watch this, they're going to be like, oh great, and they're probably going to want to network with you.
Right.
But I really appreciate it, and you shared a lot of good insight, and I wish you much success.
Oh, no problem.
Continued
Appreciate
success. And you can just let us know where to follow you.
Okay, you can follow me at Dickens57 on IG, MakeUp&BreakUp on Twitter, and MakeUp&BreakUp series on IG. And then you could just, if you have any outstanding questions, just email me at MakeUp&BreakUp@gmail.com.
Perfect. And BET Digital?
Oh yeah, check out BET Digital. You can watch season 1 through 3 now on YouTube. Check it out.
Excellent. Peers, thank you again for tuning in to another episode. Until the next time, make sure you please subscribe.